5,000 people protested against the bill outside Parliament. They say it's an abuse of power and an unconstitutional attack on freedom of expression. Some are saying that this is all a conspiracy to arrest more people. The hashtag to this story is #ScrapTheConspiracy. Now, this user here tweeted earlier saying, "Thank you, Twitter, for all of these years. We may not be allowed to tweet freely anymore." We also received this message from one of our viewers in Japan.
I think this legislation is the perfect example of how our government is using counter-surveillance as an excuse for mass surveillance of ordinary citizens and activists. In the background of this, you have an administration that's been trying to remilitarize the country and crack down on dissenters.
So what is this bill all about? Well, it puts into law about 270 new crimes on terrorism, but the opposition says many are petty crimes targeting the regular citizen, such as copyright violations or even stealing lumber from forests. Now, the UN Special Office of Privacy Rights previously advised for the bill to be modified, but in an open letter to the Japanese government in May, the UN wrote this, saying, "If adopted into law, this bill may lead to undue restrictions to the rights to privacy and to freedom of expression. Additionally, it would permit the application of laws for crimes which appear to be totally unrelated with the scope of organized crime and terrorism." Now, even former American defense contractor turned leaker Edward Snowden warned that this can open a dangerous door for abuse of state powers.
No one sees a clear basis for why this bill is necessary in the first place, given that the types of crimes that we're talking about in the context of terrorism are already against the law. Yes, this is the beginning of a new wave of mass surveillance in Japan. This is a normalization of a surveillance culture that has not previously existed in Japan in public.
Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, however, he says that this is all just a part of Japan's efforts to join the international fight against terrorism, especially ahead of the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo.
We want to pass this law in order to protect the lives and property of our people. We're holding the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics in 3 years and must sign the Convention on Transnational Organized Crime as soon as possible so that we can work with the international community and prevent terrorism before it happens.